A warm welcome to Stiebel Eltron. Thinking ahead and advancing development. True to this principle, Stiebel Eltron has been developing, optimizing and producing energy-efficient heating technology for decades. 1973. The oil crisis. An explosion in the prices for oil and gas. All of a sudden, the finite nature of the supply of resources penetrates public consciousness. The study by the Club of Rome, The Limits to Growth, provides additional fuel for the debate. If the present growth trends in resource depletion continue unchanged, the limits to growth on this planet will be reached sometime within the next 100 years. Does a lifestyle involving such high consumption of resources have a future? Stiebel Eltron was one of the pioneers in heating technology on the basis of renewable energy. In 1974, Stiebel Eltron produced the first heat pumps. These were followed by solar panels. This development created the basis for a new line of products that has enjoyed lasting success: renewable energy. The range of heat pumps is being continually extended. Solar panels have been added to it, and increasingly, ventilation technology. As part of Expo 2000, a hitherto unique project was presented in Hanover, the Brombeerweg Court complex. The initiator, Dr. Ulrich Stiebel. On a site covering 22,000 square meters, it was possible to compare 20 different systems for heating, ventilation, air conditioning and refrigeration under the same climatic conditions. Various combinations of brine and air-water heat pumps were in use, but also other technologies like gas or storage heaters. In addition to this, as a minimum, all the single-family and multi-family dwellings were built using low-energy construction methods with an airtight shell. The energy needed for heating dropped to 50 kilowatt-hours per square meter thanks to this. That's 1/4 of the energy requirements in conventional older buildings. What was also important for future development was to observe how residents coped with the technology. You know, at the time, I found the idea of a house that you don't need to ventilate in winter absolutely fascinating. The air in this house is very fresh, and it's not drafty anywhere. The nicest thing of all is that we can leave all the doors open and it's always cozy and warm everywhere. Apart from residents' practical experience, scientific guidance for the project was what made it particularly exceptional. It was supported by the Institute for Heating and Air Controlling Engineering in Wolfenbüttel, Germany, as well as by the Fraunhofer Institute. Brombeerweg Court was one of the first projects to be awarded certification by the Expo Committee. It complied with the criteria of Agenda 21, the global plan for the environment for the 21st century. Brombeerweg in Holzminden is a new housing project where we've installed a wide range of different heating systems. It's provided Stiebel Eltron with significant fresh impetus for product development where both renewable energy and heat recovery with ventilation are concerned. As a result, Stiebel Eltron has consistently directed the focus of its product portfolio and its development program towards these products. The ENEV Energy Saving Ordinance was planned to come into force in 2000. Even before this time, the specifications in Brombeerweg Court already exceeded the guidelines in the ENEV Ordinance. As an example demonstrating what was technically feasible, as one of the final buildings, a private home was built using the Passive House standard. The highlight of Brombeerweg Court. But is it possible to put what may be feasible in construction of single-family dwellings into practice when building commercial property as well? 2005, another milestone, refurbishment with high-level energy efficiency. The property, Hanover, Schaufelder Straße No. 9. A multi-family dwelling dating back to the time of post-war reconstruction had stood empty for many years and had been made uninhabitable after several squats. Is it possible to refurbish a property in this state and make it so energy efficient that it satisfies the passive house standard? The answer after 2 years of building is convincing. Heat pumps cover the needs for heating and hot water. Energy costs now amount to a mere 15% of normal rates, thanks to the heat pump technology used. In concrete terms, that means €5,000 per year for all 50 residents. The heat pump system supplies a comfortable and convenient supply of heat and domestic hot water for the 32 residential units. The LWZ-100 with heat recovery, which was purpose-developed for the multi-purpose dwelling, keeps heat loss to a minimum and ensures a comfortable atmosphere in the room. A new standard in energy-efficient refurbishment of commercial property, the German Energy Agency, DENA, conferred the Best Practice Award 2007 on the refurbishment. The Schaufelder Straße project in Hanover proves how refurbishment with a high standard of energy efficiency can pay off, both for the property owner and for the tenants. Tenants have the advantage that they no longer have to expect dramatic increases in costs for heating, as used to be the case in the past, because the overall energy costs are so low. The property owner has an opportunity to charge a higher basic rent, thanks to the lower amount charged for energy in the total rent, including heating, thus helping to pay off his investments. To cut down energy costs for a building to practically nothing is therefore feasible for new and existing buildings. But what about tomorrow's challenges? So-called Energy Plus houses are appearing more and more on the market already today. Take a look at the future with us. As early as 2007, a group working with Professor Hegger from the Technical University in Darmstadt developed a totally new house. The goal? To combine effective architecture with the greatest energy self-sufficiency possible. The concept is very convincing, thanks to an intelligent combination of ventilation and heat pump heating technology. LWZ-303 Sol, an innovative integrated system, guarantees a supply of fresh air while keeping heat loss to a minimum and provides comfortable heating and hot water in combination with a thermal solar heating system. A second exterior skin ensures excellent insulation and efficient shading at the same time. The way we build will no doubt undergo fundamental changes in the near future. It will have to. Through architecture, we'll have an opportunity to help this change take shape. We've set the standards with our Energy Plus house. However, this is just the start. Development must be continued, whatever happens. This design has also attracted international attention. It won the acclaimed Solar Decathlon competition in Washington, D.C. What will be the requirements for the future? Tomorrow's heating technology will go far beyond simply heating and supplying domestic hot water. Cooling and ventilation functions will gain more and more in importance for buildings of all types and all sizes. The future has only just begun. We can't say what it will bring. But one thing is sure, Stiebel Eltron will be part of it.
Stiebel Eltron. Technik zum Wohlfühlen.